pay attention to the Spice Girls, or sort of that wasn't their scene, and you took your profile into a whole different place. What was that? Was that unexpected? Was that all planned? What did that feel like?
I didn't think about it really. I'd released my solo record, and if anybody knows the album Northern Star, it's really it's quite diverse in its styles. And my first #1 single was a track called Never Be the Same Again, which the late and great Lisa Lopez rapped in that song. And I never thought in a million years that I'd have a rap on my album. You know, I love many styles of music, but rap really, I like some rap, but it's not something I thought that I'd do. I don't actually rap. But yeah, I Turn to You, it was the next single. It was quite different on the album, and we had some remixes, so Hex Hector sent a mix, and it was just incredible. And then we were like, that is the single, and you know, that's
I mean, I was just, where was I just? Somewhere. Where were we? I was somewhere. Oh, Sicily! At some crappy club south of the island somewhere. And I'm in a bar, and that song comes on, and the Queens go wild! And I'm like, I try to tell them, just, you know, because they're hot Italians, I'm going to interview her soon, but they didn't hear about me. And they're bouncing around and jumping. That must be great when you know that that's happening pretty much every night around the world, too. That's what you mean about the musical, don't you?
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, it's lovely when you hear songs, because, you know, at this time in my career now, you know, I haven't had huge success in the UK for quite some time. So to hear things on the radio is really,
of
really
course.
nice.
But you're still so young. You have a decade ahead of you that we're...
Yeah, I hope so. I was doing the show last night.
You have many comebacks to come.
Yeah.
You have comeback, and then another comeback, and then a breakdown, and another comeback. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Robbie Williams, good lover?
Next question!
What I have to say about that is, it was over a decade ago.
I know, that's why you've got a vision
It
of
was
it
over
now,
a
right?
decade ago. He's married. My boyfriend's sitting over there, and he's 6'4".
Hot. Yeah.
So
I only ask because it's common knowledge. You read about this stuff online, and I thought you might want to clear it up for everybody while we're here.
It was such some time. It was really nothing to write home about.
Really? All right. Nice to know. Well, good. Perfectly put. Because he puts himself out there, it's like this great, you know, man about town, I didn't have a baby, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but I would totally let him suck my cock if you wanted to, if he had the time.
But I think he'd be better at that.
Yeah, maybe.
question answered.
I'm so hooked.
I'm so glad this is the only show we're recording, too. That's really No, but I guess why I bring that up, and especially in front of your one of your obviously very strong fan bases, is your whole personal life, not your whole life, but pretty much a lot of your personal life has been lived in front of, right? Your evolutionary process as a woman and as an artist has been lived in front of the public. And do you think that partially part of the reason you want to get away from the Spice Girls also is because you wanted to sort of retract from that and kind of have your own life for a while?
Yeah, you know what, it's really weird because when I was a kid, you know, from a very young age, I always said, I want to be famous, I practiced my autograph, and all those things, and then it happened, and I was like, whoa, I'm not quite sure about this. And I had a huge battle in my mind about exactly what I wanted, and you know, I came to the conclusion that I love what I do, and I want to be really good at it, and I want to be successful, but I don't want to be this huge celebrity and on the cover of all these magazines and people knowing the ins and outs of everything.
Whereas that's all Posh did, right? She just kind of ripped the top off her life and turned the box over and said, look at us, forever now.
Everybody does things in different ways and, you know, goes around different ways to achieve the end goal. And, you know, Victoria is an incredible woman. She has a wonderful family. She has a great business. She has now been accepted in the fashion world, which, I mean, hey,
Was a battle.
from being in a pop band to you know being respected in the fashion world is amazing. But I've got nothing but respect for Victoria.
Do you haven't seen the girls in a few years now, or have you, since your last tour?
No, we see each other. We meet up occasionally.
You do, like, go to lunch and stuff?
Yeah.
Like Chardonnay and Caesar salad?
No, we do dinners sometimes. And we together. I
At
think
someone's house or in a restaurant?
it depends.
Really?
It depends, incredible.
Like I could be walking by a restaurant, look in and see the five of you, they're just giggling away and stuff.
You should come down here on a Sunday.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it'd be great for you. So you get together socially every once in a while,
Yeah.
right? But really no talk about another tour. Nothing chatty about that?
Yeah, of course we do. You know, we talk about wanting to do things. You know, we've planned a stadium tour when we're pissed and then we've got sobered up and gone, you know.
Because you did 47 dates
way.
before, and that's a lot of stadium dates, isn't it? 47 is a huge
Well,
tour.
I think that was it? No, it was arena. It was an arena tour.
Well,
But the
still.
O2, we did 17 nights at the O2, which is
Huge. Yeah, a big responsibility, yeah. And you don't miss that buzz of being in front of, I mean, how many people was the O2? How many people was
no,
there?
20,000 tonight.
26,000.
Oh, there you go.
And are you ever sitting at home?
It's like Google, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. Incredibly creepy. But are you ever sitting at home with Scarlett? Scarlett running around, like, crying and screaming and you know...
She doesn't run
bumping into
around
foot.
crying.
And you think, what the fuck? I could be in front of 26,000 people right now drinking free Guinness and snorting coke out the back of a backed-up singer's back if I wanted to.
I would rather be with my little girl running around screaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to have another child, do you think?
I'd like to, yeah.
Really?
Mm.
And how's your hip? Good? All right.
My knee.
Your knee, I read about your hip. I knew about the knee, and then I read about the hip. The hip's okay. There's a storyline about your hip. I have knee issues. Well, I remember reading years ago about your knee.
It's a very complex journey.
It is a very complex, beautifully put, doctor. And if but you still do a backflip with that knee.
I actually haven't done a backflip since the space started.
Well, guess what?
I know. You don't have space on the table like you want to be. But I will. I will do it.
She's not drinking that Guinness. It could be laced.
Come on.
My dear, stop trying to get Nell T drunk. Melanie's not drinking Guinness this evening. She's
I've got to
drinking
keep my
water.
head straight for this.
Yeah. She's not a rapist yet, but who knows? Now the audience is heckling one another. We have a guest here right now. Melanie's working. Anyway, so your future plan. What's coming up? What's the big thing?
Well, I am working on a new album.
And you're producing with your label.
Yeah. I'm just, you know, it's kind of, I say it's early days, but I think I'm about 20 songs in. Yeah.
Wow.
I've written about 20 songs.
But meaning, how many will you use?
I haven't decided yet.
A double record set or a double album?
No, you know, this album's got to be the best album of my career, so I'm just going to take my time and make sure that the songs are all great.
When you say it's the best, it's got to be the best. What does that mean to you? Does that mean you're going to break new ground, or are you going to give people what you think they want? Or both?
No, I think trying to give people what you think they want is very dangerous.
Right. Although I asked Kylie Minogue about that, because she tried to break ground and her album didn't sell at all.
Yeah.
She went back.
Yeah,
What she
it works
did.
for some people.
Yeah.
But I think that would be quite a miserable
But you
existence.
got to move forward.
Yeah, you know, you've got to make an album that you think is the dog's bollocks, because basically you're going to be, hopefully, on stage singing it every night.
That's the thing. You got to think that you got to tour this thing, right? So you got to
Yeah.
love it. You got to love it to death. And who are you working with?
I'm working with lots of the same writers I've worked with before. I mean, I don't know if people, you know, would know names.
They'll all know.
Specific names. Peter Vitesi. I'm going to work with Greg, my guitarist, again. Stuff together. I've been working with James Walsh, who was the lead singer from Star Sailor, he's brilliant. Who else? Yeah, lots of people. I worked with Biff. Yeah, he's lots of Spice Girls, early stuff. I'm just going out there being adventurous and doing lots of different styles, rock, dance, some more acoustic stuff.
Do the Spice Girls think that you're crazy because they're at home just rich as sin, thinking I'm not working anymore, and you're out there busting your skin
I'm
and
so
selling your
poor.
records.
I've spent all my money
You
making
did, I know. It's all, I know. You sold 10 million records as a solo performer, but you're still hungry for work. Are they thinking?
amazing.
Thank you. I just love what I do. I love performing. I love making music. And, without it in my life, I just don't think my life will be complete.
What about Dancing with the Stars? Have they asked you to do that?
I've been asked to do Strictly about 15 times. I've not been on that, but, I'm a snob.
Yeah. I love the show, but I love seeing celebrities under huge amounts of stress.
Yeah.
I like it when they break.
I wouldn't want to put myself through it. You know, Emma did it and she was incredible. Melanie did it in the US. Incredible.
Right.
They both did so well. But fuck that.
Yeah.
The rehearsals are like, they rehearse for stupid
Yeah.
amounts of hours.
But you're a great dancer, and you can tap. Am I right?
I was shit at
Oh,
tap.
really?
I went to performing arts college and, you know, tap was on the syllabus and I used to wag the lessons.
All right.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No.
It's hard to make
I'm
that
just
noise.
crap at it. I don't like things I'm not good at.
Right.
Yeah.
But you were always good at singing from a very young age.
Well, I always enjoyed singing. I didn't know whether I was any good.
Right. And then you found out when you sold bajillions of records that I guess I'm okay,
Yeah,
right?
I think maybe when I was about a teenager, I was a show-off when I was a kid, which really, thinking about that's really weird because I'm not now.
Having all that fame and money and attention when you're so young, did you at some point think, fuck, I have to do this for the next 50 years? Really? Did it just seem exhausting at one point to you?
You know what, I never really thought about the
What's
future.
tomorrow, yeah.
It was just, you know, living for the moment. And I think that's really sad, especially when you're part of something so successful. You don't really appreciate it because you're just in it. And
It's all happening.
Yeah.
And you think this is how everyone kind of lives, maybe, for a
you,
minute.
you think it's going to last forever. You
Yeah.
don't contemplate the future.
But it has lasted forever and ever. Thank you. Is there anyone that have any questions? I know there are a lot of fans from that, obviously. Let's go to this boy here.
Yeah, Melanie, you come across as, well, you are such a down-to-earth and lovely personality. But have you ever had any diva-ish moments?
Have you ever had any diva-ish moments? You come across so
Devious.
lovely.
I've had devious
Devious,
moments.
well, yeah.
Gosh, I'm sure probably. Ask my assistant over there. She probably vouch for it. No, do you know what? Ugh, it's so hard to talk about yourself in these terms, isn't it? But I was brought up and I just believe that you should treat everybody how you want to be treated, and that's just how I want to go through life. And I'm sure there's moments when I'm a twat and I'm horrible and I'm rude to people, but I don't mean it.
Yeah, it's all about intent, isn't it? Questions? Go ahead.
When can we expect you to album?
When can we expect a new album?
No rush, girl.
Okay.
No, Reg Girl, this is the front row.
I know.